Hey guys, welcome back to Flow State 11 and 11 with M. I'm M. I realized this video that you're about to watch, I totally forgot and spaced and did not do an intro. I really dropped in really quickly to this message. It was really an important message, so I hope this video will resonate with you, and bear with me as I'm still getting used to all of this. But yeah, here we go. Let's get into the video. What you all need to know at this time is that there is a great shift. Whether you are understanding of this shift or you are deeply embedded in your three-dimensional world. On some level, especially a soul level, you are realizing at this time that there is some great shift happening, and it is causing havoc with those that are focusing primarily on the third-dimensional plane. Because everything that is being thrown in front of your face is of the lower frequencies, fear, anger. We also would like to assure you, though, that because of those lower frequencies, or shall we say, dark energies, there is always the light. And so for those that are trying to understand how to shift out of a third-dimensional perspective of thinking and feeling and working within the parameters of their own world, in your own time and space on this planet as a human being with an ego and a mind, we ask you to broaden yourself, or to stretch yourself. To stretch yourself beyond what you are seeing with your eyes and go deep within to the knowing that you have internally in your system. All of you that are on this planet at this time are all from the same place. You are a creation of the most divine, the highest divine love and light that exists. So you are all connected. And because you are all connected, you are all sensing each other's anxiety and fears and doubts and lack. Again, those lower frequency energies. So if you continue to put focus and attention on those lower frequency energies, you will never be able to rise up and out of it to see the bigger picture. And so we know this might seem a little rudimentary, but we explain it in this way for a couple of reasons. Getting to other dimensions, fifth, sixth, and so on, is not going to be through the mind or the ego. You cannot think yourself to spirit. You just are spirit living a third dimensional life. Yes, that third dimensional life is important to make money, have relationships, housing, food, etc. We are not asking you to be the monk on the hill. But we want you to pay attention to your inner knowing at this time. Your inner standing, as people might say. If you sit alone with yourself and you start hearing a voice somewhere deep inside of yourself, and it might even say something like, please stop watching that content. Please stop ingesting this information, or we should turn this off. You need to listen to that at this time. For many reasons, but we're going to focus on the higher level reasons. On the third dimensional plane, yes, the less attention you give it, the less you feed the beast, so to speak. So for those of you that want to reach to the higher realms, that want to feel love, joy, abundance in the midst of the chaos, we ask you at this time to listen to us with just a little bit more of an open ear. Listen with your heart, listen with your soul, because that is how we are going to speak to you. We are going to speak directly to that part of you. We are not interested in your mind and your ego. That is getting enough attention. You are giving that way too much attention. It is time on your planet for those of you that feel the calling to step forward and dive deeper into your wisdom and understanding that you've carried throughout many different lifetimes and on many different versions of this planet. Yes, we're asking you to expand yourself beyond this lifetime, this time and space reality, because there is so much more awaiting you if you would just wake up. And so how do you do that? Well, there are a few simple things that you might deem, again, rudimentary. For some reason that word keeps coming up, sidebar. But dearest ones, you are not taking time for yourself to go inside yourself. Things like meditation, even if you take a walk, staying present, looking at nature, not looking at your phone. We're asking you to put the phone down, turn the TV off, sit quietly, or walk quietly. Getting present. What is going on in your internal system? Are you feeling anxiety? Can't get your breath? Do you have a headache? What's going on in your body? Your body is going to reveal more to you than your mind ever could. Especially in nature. If you can allow yourself to put your feet on the ground, look to the sky, take a deep breath in, and just be. You can start to imagine that all of the noise over here in the third dimensional plane is just that, it is noise. And if you can then stretch yourself to, let's say, the fifth dimension to begin with. This is where this channeler gets information from us, the fifth dimension. You too can travel to this dimension using your imagination, going within, breathing, attuning the body to the breath, finding that inner alignment, allowing Source to come through you and then ground you into the earth. I don't know if you can hear that. My neighbors are blaring music, so hold on. Let me get back into it. And in doing this practice, even on a daily basis for 2 minutes, imagine yourself hooking up to source energy, allowing source energy to flow within your system. If you like to work with your chakras, imagine that energy flowing through every system, crown, third eye, throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus, sacral, and root, and allowing those roots to go into the earth. It is vital at this time that you connect to source and you connect to the earth. There are many healers at this time, much like this channeler, who is working with the ley lines and the grid to connect, to keep the high vibrational energy surrounding the earth plane. You, being someone that inhabits the earth, are feeling these pushes and pulls of the third dimension and the fifth dimension. So how do you get there? You have to have a desire. You have to listen to the calling inside of you. You have to be willing to give yourself 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes of quiet. Put on meditation music. Put on subliminals. But even in the silence, what are you hearing? Can you stop the racing thoughts? Just that practice alone, every day for 5 minutes, will get you to the next rung on the ladder. And then the next rung, and the next rung, and the next rung. Because if you want real change on your planet at this time, and if you want real change internally within yourself, you have to be willing to let go of the parts of you that are very tethered to the third dimensional world. Your rational thinking, your analytical thinking, your logic. That is all third dimensional thinking. Fifth dimensional thinking is magic, abundance, creating, manifesting anything and everything that you want, because that is absolutely your birthright. And so as we continue to channel information through this being that you are looking at, our dearest one, and it is her goal, aligned with the goal of her guides and spirit at this time, to bring more messages to assist all of you out there that are seeking information, that are seeking an understanding of what is actually happening right now. There is a lot of, we would call boomeranging or deja vu for a lot of the light workers right now on the planet. They're having to come to terms with the fact that they are being woken at a time and space in our history, on your history on this planet, that you are awakening at this time for a reason. So try not to question it, but do not suppress it. So if you're feeling called in your heart, if you're having dreams, if you're seeing synchronicities, if there are things happening around you that are not what we would say are normal to your normal everyday life, we ask you to take a moment and stop and ask it deeper. What is the message? What needs to come up and out of me at this time, so that I can build my own little sanctuary around myself, around the people that I love, and I can begin to harness that third dimensional brain, that egoic self. I can start to take back my power from the third dimensional thought process. And remember that I'm a high level being. I am a spark of God. Whatever, you probably can hear that, my stomach growling. Whatever you connect to, whomever, the energies, does not matter, but the higher frequencies of love and light, divine love. Going within, you have to go within first. You have to build a relationship not only with your soul, but your energetic system that is all around you. It's all around your physical form. And there's information constantly coming in to that energetic space that then comes into your physical space. And you have to be very protective of what is actually coming in and coming to you. What are you consuming? Whether it be media or food, drugs and alcohol, it doesn't matter. It's about the why. Why are you consuming it? Why do you need it? Start there. Do you need to back off of social media? Do you need to back off of the news? Do you need to sit and start to listen to your own thoughts? Sorry, I ate something. My stomach is growling. Sometimes when the energy moves, I get thirsty, I get hungry. Hopefully I won't start burping. Okay. My ears are ringing. So protecting your energetic field, protecting your space. There are things that you can do, that you can start this process of going within to find your answers instead of going out. First of all, there is so much coming at you all at once that we understand that it is essential to your evolution that you know how to work with these energies in the way that's going to benefit you the most. And in order for your system to operate, your internal physical system, your 3D system, to operate with your energetic field, your chakras, your higher self, they must start blending. It's not about cutting off one side and only having the fifth dimension, or vice versa. They want to work in conjunction with each other. They're both necessary to being a human on this planet at this time. But you must get control of the monkey brain, or you are just participating in the programming of the matrix. So, in order to reprogram yourself out of the matrix, you must then go in and discover yourself on a higher level. That is why we are asking you at this time to start with meditation. Whether it be a guided meditation, anything, get quiet. The only way you're going to hear your higher self, your spirit guides, or even source, excuse me, is by getting quiet. Can you do that? We think that you can. We are begging you to do that at this time because your planet requires it, and your life, your world around you requires it at this time. So no more pushing it to the back burner. And as we're saying this channeler is taking note as well, because she too pushes things away because she has to do her 3D life. So we're all doing this together, everyone. So those of us that are your guides, we are this channeler's guides. We are here. We understand what it is like to be in the third dimensional plane. We have been there. We have participated. And this is why we are able to connect to this channeler in the way that we are. We are not the only ones that she connects to. But for this beginning video, she asked us to come in to give a gentle message, one that can be digested. And as we continue to guide her, and she posts videos for you all, and as you participate in the viewing of these videos, the messages will get deeper. Because collectively, there are things you all need individually, but you need as a collective. And that is going to come to pass. So we would ask you at this time to take this message for what it's worth. If it resonates, take it and come back and see another one. Each time we give her a message to share with you, it is going to resonate in a certain way. Sometimes it may not fully resonate, and that is okay. Come back to it later. Your soul is going to send a beacon out to not only this channeler, but other channelers. However you're supposed to get your messaging from spirit, you will get it. Whether it's a synchronized number, seeing something familiar, feeling deja vu, a feather, any myriad of things that come to mind when you're thinking of things that would remind you of spirit, things that would remind you of your higher self. But don't forget to ask us. Please show me a penny, heads up. And that will remind me to check in with myself and spirit. Show me a white feather, and that will remind me to check in with myself and spirit. Start to attach these symbols to spirit, and it will start to pave the way for you to tap into your higher wisdom that you all possess. Everyone on your planet possesses the same gifts and abilities to connect to source. It's just a matter of whether you're going to allow yourself to wake up to it or not. You all have amnesia. And as you continue to open the door to spirit and you continue to open the door to the higher realms, you are going to remember your part of the equation in the collective evolution on your planet at this time, because you each have your own set of gifts that are important and actually vital to the health and well-being of your planet and everything and everyone that inhabits it. So I guess the bigger picture that we want to share with you today, dearest ones, is that you are all interconnected. The animals, the trees, the people. Everyone is connected. And so the more that you can look at, they're saying this word, your fellow man and things that are happening in your 3D world, and you can find some compassion and peace for one another, and understanding that some people might be trapped in the matrix and in this 3D world of despair and anxiety and depression. They might be mired in it because they can't seem to find the door to get out. We are here to help show you the door. Everyone has the ability to open the door. No one is more special than the other. So we are here and asking you to stick with us as we help you find the door. It is going to require you to be brave, to have faith, and to believe not only in spirit, God source energy, whatever you want to name it, but that you believe and know and have faith in yourself to have the ability to connect with your higher self, the higher beings and spirit, so that you can receive your own downloads. This channeler, that is her only mission, is to help wake you up, to show you the path, to show you that you too are as important as everyone else on the planet and the well-being of your people, your planet, and everything and everyone that inhabits it. There is no hierarchy in the spiritual realm. There is divine source energy, where we all came from, and then there's the rest of us. Some of us are on planet Earth. Some of us are in other realms and other galaxies and other dimensions and other times. We won't go too deep into that in this session. But we feel for this session today, we ask you to remember a few things. You are not your body and your mind. They are vehicles from which you exist. But once the body and the mind are gone through death on planet Earth, you will leave that body and go on to do something else. Whether it's assisting on the other side or going to another galaxy or another planet, you have that choice. And so we want you to start viewing yourself from the perspective of you are just an avatar. And because you are a human being, which is the greatest experience that Source has living through you, you get to have the ego and the heart and soul all combined to give you this well-rounded experience that no one else on any other planet can have. And so it is a gift. But now it's time to expand up and out of your 3D reality. As you're seeing everybody shift on your planet when it comes to UFOs and expanding beyond your galaxy, and even just your satellite systems being able to capture beautiful and interesting close-up images of your planets in your solar system. People's minds are starting to expand. Oh yes, there is something else out there beyond. Yes. And you can access it. There's so much more waiting for you. We are all here waiting for you. Guide us as to what you need. Do you need help with faith? Faith in yourself? Faith in knowing that there's more to you than just this brain and meat suit? Are you someone that is done being fixated on the material world and getting the big house and the big car and all of that never seems to fulfill you? Are you somebody that is just looking for some sort of abundance so that you know that you can manifest? Sometimes we just need some indicators along the path to know that we are on the right path and that we can create our reality. You can, dearest one. And you will. But you must, again, do a few things. You must get present. You must get quiet. You must seek up and out of this third dimensional plane. Seek out. Expand your energetic field outwardly. Trusting that the wisdom is going to come in to your system and things will just start to snap into place. But it's not going to happen overnight, and you can't take a magic pill. It is, and you should ask this channeler, it takes a long time. But the reward each time you take a step forward is so fulfilling. And then you take another step and you're fulfilled even more. And the peace and tranquility that you can have, that this channeler can attest to, that noise is calmed down now. She has no more anxiety and fear. And when it comes up, she recognizes it. She evaluates it. She uses her intuition with her analytical mind to figure out what ignited that fear, what ignited that anxiety, what ignited these emotions. And then you can disassemble it. Because in reality, it's nothing. It was a thought. And thoughts can come and go like the wind. So the idea is to get so centered and so present in every moment that you can tell, is this of ego or is this of spirit? Sorry, stomach growling again. I need to eat before I do these things. So I want to stay on this track. When you're very present and you're connected to Source, and that energy is flowing through all of your chakras, and it's anchored into the earth, and that pillar of light that runs through you, and you're so present, that is where true peace and harmony reside. And it's from that space that you can hear us talking to you. Little nudges here and there. You'll know. We ask you to journal these moments. Prove to your mind that you and the soul can work in tandem. The ego and the soul must work in tandem. But don't forget, the ego dies when this body dies. The spirit does not. And so be careful which side you're giving your power to, right? Source energy is infinite with all possibilities, magic, manifestation of anything you desire. Ego is limiting. It's anxious. It's fearful. It will tell you, don't do that. You're going to get hurt. That's how you know the difference. Ego is in fear. Spirit is in abundance and joy and love and light. So if you find yourself in this fearful space, we ask you to shift over to your fifth dimensional side, your spirit, and ask for assistance. Help pull me out of this fear-based energy right now. And in doing so, the tools that you can utilize to help pull you out of that fear-based energy is to do things like a grateful flow. This channeler, every morning when she walks her dog, she closes the door to her house and instantly she says to herself, sometimes out loud, sometimes internally, I'm so grateful for this house. I'm so grateful for the money that provides this house. I'm so grateful that I have this beautiful dog, this dog that's healthy and loves me and protects me. And I'm so grateful that I have this body that helps me walk and move and do the things that I want to do. I'm so grateful for my good health. I'm so grateful for the abundance of money in my bank account, and so on and so forth, until she's done walking her dog. That's the time she spends being in abundance, and it starts her day on track in the higher realms. She also sits for a minimum of 10 minutes every day, doing a minimum of 10 minutes a day of either meditation or subliminals. Because this, within all of your bodies, has to be constantly watched. So, getting your mind and your soul to work in conjunction, that is the goal. Grateful flow, helping the mind and the soul blend and work together, sitting quietly so that you can actually hear your soul, either silently through meditation or subliminals, building healthy habits, daily habits, not just when I think about it or when I have free time, but carving out the space and time within your day so that you can come into a space of being in alignment in a moment, so that everything can flow to you and it will start to feel like waves. And it will start to feel so good being in the grateful flow, being in the higher frequencies of soul. When you are absolutely present is when you can feel all of that in your system. And that is how you train the third dimensional part of you to get on board, to adapt as well. And that's when the blending can happen. And they can work as a team. But the soul always has to be the watchdog. When any fear, negative thinking, projections, any of that, self-doubt come bubbling up, give yourself that moment. Say, why am I feeling that way? Spirit, can you help me understand why I'm feeling this fear right now? And then a lot of times, this is Emily speaking right now, so a lot of times for me, I will get a film strip of a scenario or something that happened, and that kind of, I go, I can pinpoint it. That's where it happened. Okay. And then I go back. Have I done my grateful flow? Have I meditated today? Okay, then I got to go do those things. And then when I do those things, here I can open my eyes now. When I do those things, it gets me right on track. And it's worth spending 5 to 10 minutes quietly, earbuds in, listening to meditation music. I listen to subliminals a lot. They seem to help. Or just going on a walk in nature and listening to subliminals or meditation music and just focusing on a tree, focusing on a bird, focusing on the water that I live near. All those things, getting me present. So I've noticed for me, getting super present helps me stay in the higher realms. So let me see if they have anything else. And this is 30 minutes. Okay, we said this can be short. So let me see if we can round this out. So we know we've given you a lot of information, and there is a lot more information that is wanting to come through this channeler. And so we will wrap this session up by saying this. All of this that we've mentioned, just start to put it into your awareness. For some of you, it's going to resonate more strongly than others. It's okay. If it's not fully resonating, come back to it. Listen to it again. This is how you also waken up the spirit to work in tandem with the ego and the analytical mind of the 3D world. It's going to take a bit to get you out of 3D thinking. But if you're feeling that call within yourself, listen to it and take the steps. Grateful flow, a little meditation. Ask spirit for signs like synchronicities and ways that we can come and drop into your consciousness so that we can help you understand that we are here. We're waiting for you. We want to speak to you. We want to share our wisdom with you. We want to help you as your earth and the people on it are shifting. It is a time of great transformation, and we want you to be a part of it, and we don't want you to be left behind. The third dimensional world is breaking away so that the fifth dimensional earth can rise up and be the dominant energy on your planet, so that you can work in tandem with the third dimension and fifth dimension. There's no greater time in your lifetime on this planet than now for this transformation. So take that in, take what works, come back and listen again to get the full message if it doesn't fully resonate at this time. And we're excited to come speak to you in this way, in this form. And we will come back whenever this channeler is ready to turn on her camera and speak to you. With love and light, dearest, we love you all so much. Thank you. Okay. So I don't want to go much longer than that. But I think what we're going to start hearing more from them is they kind of want to take everybody through the baby steps of the ascension process and learning to blend. A long time ago, it was hard to merge your third dimensional self with your fifth dimensional self. Now it's a lot easier. The veil is very thin. So this is the time to really get in touch with your soul and allow it to be the leading force in your life, not just every so often. When you have oh, I need you, it should be daily. That's at least, they want us to all understand that it can all happen, and meaning the communication with them, the information they want to provide, how you walk through your day, how you access the information. It can happen within a moment now. It's not hard to get to, but you have to learn how to control your mind and work with the energies around you so that you can not only grasp the information, but intellectualize it and have it. For me, I have to feel it in my system to really get the message. I can't just get it in my head. I can't just hear myself say it. I have to feel it. And so we all have this gift, and I'm here to help you wake up to it. And I'm excited to share more with you, more that they have to share with you all. So thanks for being here. Until next time.